Jungkook reportedly couldn't hold back his tears after receiving direct news from management regarding Jimin's deteriorating health condition following the completion of his mandatory military service. This situation caused turmoil within BTS's inner circle and sparked widespread concern in the international fan community. Internal reports from their close environment stated that Jimin experienced a sudden and significant decline in health, requiring further treatment, the details of which have not been disclosed to the public. Information about Jimin's condition was initially not officially released. However, credible sources within the South Korean entertainment industry revealed that a few days after completing his military service, Jimin underwent additional medical examinations at a military health facility in Seoul. The examination was not previously scheduled and was conducted solely at the urgent request of the medical team that was directly monitoring his condition. Initial results from the examination showed symptoms of extreme physical exhaustion that could potentially lead to systemic complications if not treated promptly and properly. This condition caused serious concern among management and Jimin's close friends, including Jungkook, who is known to have a very strong emotional bond with him. According to information obtained from staff present at the studio at the time, Jungkook left the training area without providing any explanation and was seen crying as he exited the building. The staff accompanying Jungkook described the atmosphere at the time as weighed down by immense emotional pressure. Jungkook gave no response to questions from the production team or management and went directly to his private room, refusing all forms of interaction. Such a situation had never occurred before, even during difficult moments in BTS's career. South Korean media immediately highlighted Jungkook's absence from two personal events that had been previously confirmed. He also canceled an exclusive interview arranged by his agency and disabled the comment feature on his social media accounts. These actions were considered unusual for Jungkook, who is known for his consistency and professionalism. Many believe that his reaction indicates that the situation is far more serious than mere fatigue. The hospital has yet to release an official statement regarding Jimin's follow-up examination results. However, sources from the medical community indicated that he is likely experiencing residual effects from intense physical pressure during his military service. Jimin is known to have been assigned to an active duty unit with high physical demands. Some military analysts noted that such workloads can cause disruptions to the nervous and muscular systems if carried out without sufficient rest. Jimin himself has not made any public statement following the end of his service. This silence only strengthens speculation that something is being hidden or withheld to avoid causing panic among fans. The global fan community has begun demanding greater transparency regarding Jimin's actual condition, considering its impact not only on his individual career but also on the group's internal stability. Jungkook's emotional condition continues to attract attention. Several industry colleagues reported that Jungkook refused to attend a key closed-door training session. He was also observed to be deeply emotionally affected in internal team communications. This situation raises an important question. Is Jimin's condition truly a medical emergency? Or is this the accumulation of fatigue and mental pressure built up during his military service? The situation becomes more complicated due to the complete lack of open statements. All information flows from unnamed internal sources. In this context, the absence of official statements creates ample space for speculation, speculative analysis, and unproductive uncertainty. Many observers believe that the silence from management may worsen negative public perceptions. One emerging theory claims that Jimin suffered an undisclosed physical injury during his service. This suspicion is reinforced by his past tendency to hide health issues to maintain a professional image. If this assumption is correct, he may be dealing with a lingering injury that has peaked after completing his military duties. Jungkook, who is known to be closest to Jimin, is showing a significant behavioral shift. He has rejected all media interactions, ceased all his usually active digital engagements, and canceled 3 internally scheduled training sessions. One staff member stated that they had never seen Jungkook in such a psychological state. Even during times when BTS faced global pressure, Jungkook always appeared professional and composed. This incident has raised concerns about the long-term emotional impact on Jungkook. The burden of expectations, uncertainty about his close friend's condition, and the weight of loyalty he has always upheld may form a combination that threatens his psychological stability. This is not just a medical issue, but has the potential to evolve into a bigger internal problem within BTS itself. Entertainment industry analysts predict that management will handle this situation with extreme caution. BTS is a strategic asset not only for the agency, but also for the international image of South Korean culture. Even a minor communication error could lead to massive public and international media pressure. Therefore, management silence may be part of a covert crisis communication strategy. Meanwhile, public reactions continue to escalate. The international fan community has launched various support campaigns, including empathy message drives and demands for the agency to provide an official explanation. Although there is still no confirmation about the severity of Jimin's condition, the fact that Jungkook cannot control his emotions strongly indicates that this situation is not an ordinary event. It's important to note that in BTS's career history, there has never been a report of an incident where Jungkook publicly displayed such a strong emotional reaction. He is known as the member most capable of emotional control and maintaining team stability. Therefore, his tears and withdrawal from public activity must be viewed as an alarm that cannot be ignored. This condition also brings back important issues concerning the physical and mental health of artists who have just completed military service. There is a real need to build a transition system that safeguards their condition before returning to the entertainment world. Jimin, with his reputation as a perfectionist, most likely tried to return as soon as possible without fully considering recovery. The risks of such a decision have proven to be high, as is now the case. To this day, there is no clear timeline on when Jimin will return to public appearances, nor whether Jungkook will resume his professional activities in the near future. This situation continues to evolve and causes tension across all levels. What's certain is that Jungkook's response is not merely a personal expression but a reflection of the immense pressure the BTS team is collectively experiencing. If no open statement is made in the near future, public pressure is likely to keep rising. In such a situation, silence is not a strategy that can last. The truth about Jimin's condition and Jungkook's emotional stability must be communicated clearly to avoid reputational damage and excessive anxiety among fans. All eyes are now on two crucial questions. Is Jimin's health truly critical? And to what extent will this emotional burden permanently affect Jungkook? Until an official answer is given, the world will continue to wait in deep suspense. It must be emphasized that the majority of the information we have presented originates from content circulating on social media platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, as well as online community forums whose credibility cannot yet be classified as institutional verification. In other words, this information still exists in a gray area between possibility and speculation. Do you truly believe that a public figure like Jungkook would display such extreme emotional reactions openly without thorough managerial consideration? Or is all of this part of a scenario crafted to shape a particular public perception within an emotionally responsive audience? The massive public reaction, social media timelines filled with support hashtags, and the circulation of videos and photos claimed to be evidence of the emergency situation do not necessarily represent the actual reality. Have you ever considered that the images you see might have been digitally manipulated to support a specific narrative? Is it possible that the sounds resembling cries in those video clips are audio fabrications deliberately distributed to create a collective atmosphere of sorrow? In the midst of this flood of speculative information, it is crucial for society to develop media literacy awareness. The public must not become passive objects who merely absorb presented narratives without scrutiny. Who benefits if this story continues to develop without confirmation? Does it benefit the artists, the management, or the media that gains traffic and exposure from this wide discussion? If it is true that Jimin is experiencing serious health problems, then this is an issue that requires medical care and privacy, not public exploitation. But if, on the contrary, there is no strong medical evidence and no verifiable statements, then the public has been dragged into a drama not rooted in fact. Are you, as a reader, willing to become part of the consumption of inaccurate and possibly manipulative information? In this context, skepticism is the highest form of concern. Not everything that goes viral reflects the truth. Not every tear signifies suffering.